So how's everybody doing out there today? Well, welcome to day 20 of Corona Online School. So hopefully everybody had a good Halloween weekend and was able to celebrate safely and get some candy and things like that. So today we're actually going to finish up chapter 10. So we've actually got, we're going to work on this today. We've got quiz 5 to take and then exam review on Wednesday and exam next Monday, I guess. So, woo, lots of stuff going on here. So, remember also tomorrow's election day or Tuesday's election day. So, make sure if you haven't voted already, get out there and vote. Your vote definitely counts and stuff. So, the last thing we want to talk about in chapter 10 is surface area. And so, last time we talked about volume, which was trying to fill up as much stuff inside our three-dimensional object as possible. Surface area, what we want to do is actually cover the outside of it. So if you thought about like wrapping a present or something like that, the amount of paper needed to wrap a present would actually be the surface area for that shape that you were trying to do. So in general, the surface area is just the sum of all the two-dimensional areas outside our three-dimensional shape. So for this section, even though we're thinking about everything in terms of three dimensionals, all we're doing is we're actually going to be using the nets in this case, because what we're interested in is calculating the area, which is a two-dimensional thing. And you could do this with the three-dimensional stuff too, but I find it to just be a little bit easier using the nets and stuff like that. And so the goal is you're just going to go through and count all these different areas. So in this case, we've got the area, surface area of a cube. And so that means every side is going to be 2. So in this case, you'd have, that would be a 2, that would be a 2, those would be 2s, you know. So you could just write 2s everywhere just to kind of give you an idea of what you're doing. And then calculating the area is just like the area of a normal square. So it's just 2 times 2 in this case. So the way I usually do it is I usually just go through and kind of put the areas inside. And then finally, the surface area of the formula would be to just add all these guys up. So in this case, we've got 4 plus 4 plus 4. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in this case, we've got 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And so, and the thing to remember, since this is, even though it's a three-dimensional object, since we're talking about surface area, the units would actually be in units squared. So this one didn't come with units, but if it were centimeters, it would be centimeters squared. If it were inches, it would be inches squared. So just to kind of emphasize this, I'm going to write down that it's units squared in this case. And then, and the goal is that I want you to go through and find the formula for the volume or the surface area of all these different shapes as well. So for me, I mean, it is nice to write them down, but a lot of times I don't necessarily use a formula. A lot of times I'll just kind of brute force go through these because it's not necessarily that hard to visualize or see. But it is good practice to see if you can come up with a formula in general. And so again, these are going to be used in these same shapes. Whoops, there's a lot of them for you to practice that we had done before. Like the B is the area of the base, P is the perimeter of the base, H is the height, and S is the slant height. So see if you can come up with some of these for, you know, prisms, you know, cylinders, pyramids, cones, and stuff like that. But ultimately, you just know how to be able to calculate these guys on your own. So I'm going to leave these for you guys to work on. So if you get stuck or struggle with any of them, you know, having trouble figuring out any of the formulas or anything like that, just let me know so that way I can help you. There's a bunch of regular practice at the end. So when you're done the surface area stuff, you can do the quiz, or if you want to do the quiz first, you can do it either order. So the quiz is 10.2 and 10.3. So this, you know, volume and surface area isn't on the quiz, but they will be on the test and stuff. So let me know if you get stuck. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. So good luck.